I know I graduated the intern program and all, but I'll bet if I snuck in a little extra credit work, that would really irritate Norma.
Welcome everyone to the Psychonauts 2 post-game. So, you defeat Maligula, you get past the credits, and the game will throw you right back into the Quarry with a message courtesy the November 2021 update. You see, when you reach this point, you'll probably have items to collect and some other stuff littered around the mines in the world, and it might seem like a bit of a chore. So, if you need a little help, Double Fine's got your back. There's a new auto-shot filter, and I will show it off in a bit. Because I've still got some mines to complete, collectibles to get, some features to show off, and of course, there's a lot of dialogue to get through. Kind of like a victory lap. We'll start by going through the real-world areas and move on to other stuff afterwards. I think I'll start right here in the quarry, so let's go. Starting off right here, next to the jet. It looks like Agent Forsyth is going for a vacation. Some time has passed. She truly sees us as a real agent. Finally.
Excuse me, Agent Forsyth?
Yes, Rasputin?
I just wanted to apologize.
No. I thought we agreed not to talk about that again.
We did?
Listen, in the end, I was the adult in the room. You were the child. I take full responsibility. And the whole thing is just so embarrassing, so let's just move the mission log to the classified file, okay?
What are you doing out here?
Well, just relaxing, waiting for my flight to the tropics. I'm off the clock, but I'm happy to answer any non-work-related questions.
Where will you go on your vacation?
Oh, well, Agents 9 and Vodella were nice enough to give me this all-expense-paid tropical vacation. Look.
That thing's real?
Well, it better be. That prescription sunblock I bought wasn't cheap.
Holy crap, they got the Employee of the Year award from somewhere. And it wasn't Lobato.
So, what will you do with Crystal Malik?
Well, we don't want any publicity about it, or we'd have to give up Lucretia. So we'll probably just keep Malik here. Maybe give him to Agent 9 for experiments.
Experiments? You're going to experiment on Crystal?
Heavens no! That's terrible. Why would you say such a thing?
You said...
I said we'd give him to Sasha for therapy.
But...
No one likes an argumentative preteen, Rasputin.
Will you miss being the acting head of the Psychonauts?
Not a bit. In fact, my main goal now is to convince Truman to put off retirement as long as I can. He's been threatening me with the title of Grand Head for years. But I do not need the grief.
Ooh, I don't think Truman's gonna like that very much.
Do you want Ford to come back and work at headquarters?
Absolutely. Nobody gets my hair like Agent Cruller.
What will you do with Lucretia?
I'd like to keep her under observation.
What about the government? The Grulovian secret police?
Please, this is Psychonauts business.
I'll bet you're happy my family is leaving soon.
Actually, I've invited them to stay.
What?
I see a lot of potential in that sister of yours, and your little brother, and even your father.
Are you going to make my family into Psychonauts?
Well, we should at least teach them psycho-safety. Can't have them running loose, leaving a trail of burning pine cones behind them.
Well, have fun on vacation.
Thanks, Rasputin. If I see an octopus while snorkeling, I'll think of you. Right before I shoot it with my spear gun.
You're alright, Hollis. You're alright. Also, I want to point out, for her performance, the voice actress who played Agent Forsyth, I don't remember her name, that's entirely my fault, won a BAFTA award for vocal performance in this game. Seriously, Agent Forsyth is cool. Next up, Lily. Back in Lily's little area, she's been reunited with her dad. Ooh, oh my goodness, the jig is up. He knows everything. Or does he? Only one way to find out.
And then I was like, Dad! And you just moaned, caviar!
No!
Yes!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It wasn't you. You were locked up in a brain case far away.
Oh, if only every brainless father had a daughter like you to save him.
Oh, hi guys.
Let's see what they have to say now that they've finally been reunited.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Young man, I still haven't thanked you for saving me from the rhombus of ruin. Lily told me all about it.
I merely did what any psychonaut would do.
Please don't hold against me what that twisted little man said with my tongue.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. Except when
And please don't tell me about it either. My daughter has already told me far too much.
Forget about it, Pops. It was a phase. All dads go through it.
How's the brain reintegration going?
Perfect. No side effects at all.
Porpoise Sally and 8-Ball?
Oh? You little trickster. Trying to make me think I have brain damage.
You got me.
That's only going to be funny for a few more years. Enjoy it while you can.
I'm sorry, but I might have broken into your presidential locker on the jet.
As long as you didn't break the music box that was inside. It was my mother's.
Well, we did. But then Raz went inside of it using clairvoyance on a flea and fixed it.
What an enterprising young man.
Did you tell your dad about what happened at camp?
Raz! No!
Oh, well, now you have to tell me.
It was no big deal. Oleander was stealing children's brains and using them as weapons in armored death tanks.
Oh, is that all? Good. I thought it was something more worrying, like kissing. I've heard that happens a lot at summer camps.
Dad! Gross!
Well, I'll let you two get back to talking about me.
Bye, Raz!
He knows. He knows.
Oh!
Back in Morris's treehouse, well, not too much has happened here.
Now be careful with that dancing, or you'll skip the record.
What's a record?
Hey, Queepy, what are you doing in here?
He's the latest DJ I've added to my roster.
You mean your only DJ?
We have a very specific discriminating musical direction here at KLOB.
All that really's changed here is Gisu's gone. Queepy is here from the moment that you finish the side quests with all the chasing after him and all the radios. And Morris really has nothing more to say. In fact, Queepy has not changed his view of us.
Right away?
As long as I can dance during the songs.
Neither has Morris.
Rock on, guys.
Rock is only one of our formats.
Slight missed opportunity here, because I vaguely recall we may have promised an on-screen interview.
You're hired.
Sorry,
I only dance
on-air interview.
not for money.
Exclusive first on-air interview after defeating Maligula. Nope, I guess not. Well then, let's move on to the Psycho-Isolation Chamber.
Finally, a visitor! It's been so empty since Agent Boole checked out.
Of course.
Hey, what was your name again?
Oh no.
Cody? No. Something about you I like, Hoot.
We're back to this again. Thankfully, she's a little faster this time. I suppose just because we're back,
Forgive me.
and she's forgotten about us.
Since Agent Boole left, why do you stick around?
Oh, you never know when someone is going to rush out here needing some emergency psycho-isolation. Agent Forsyth comes up here a lot for her migraines.
Not really an end of game thing, but more, I didn't check up on that dialogue since Agent Boole left thing. Because in fact, the psycho-isolation chamber is not empty.
Crystal Malik was their voice. Grulovia, his father was a dope. Grulovia, he is our hope. Crystal Malik's aim was true. Our fatherland did rise anew. He made a plan and fooled the man who took Maligula. Together they rule. Everything is super cool. Grulovia, we're better than before. Grulovia is great once more.
I think you need to work on your singing voice, buddy.
Those lyrics aren't true, you know.
I was there, you weren't. But look, what's past is past. Why don't you let me out of here?
Nope. Sorry. I'm sure they'll let you out of here after your trial or whatever.
Right. Trial. You don't know the Psychonauts.
The worst part is he's not entirely wrong.
Haven't you learned anything from this?
Yes! Never meet your heroes. Maligula. What a disappointment.
He's not wrong about that either. Never meet your heroes. Always a disappointment.
No lessons learned at all?
Okay, yes. Maybe I was wrong about a lot of things. But I could make it all right if I were Za. Being Za means never having to say you're sorry.
And I think this must be the source of the doubts he'd had in his mind at the time.
Crystal Mal.
Well, good luck in there, Crystal.
Glory to Grulovia.
Now let's look at this here.
Grulovia.
At the time, I didn't make much mention of it, but pointed out that this was the view of Truman Zanata when we were looking at him. Now that we know it's Crystal Malik, we are a poor peasant. Or maybe a messenger boy, depending on how you look at it.
True. Our fatherland did rise anew. He made a
Either is a
plan
possibility.
and fooled the man.
Anything else to add, Terry?
Since Agent Boole left.
Nope.
Agent Forsyth comes up here a lot for
Together
her
they
high
rule.
grades.
Now that we're done with the psycho-isolation chamber, there's really one more place to go to in the quarry, and that's the Auto Lab. And, oh, hey Pam.
What you doing, Pam?
Oh, well, it's been a long day, so I'm just rolling back to Otto's to get my brain juice changed. You know, little pick-me-up.
That sounds refreshing. I wonder if I could get my brain juice changed.
Worth a shot. Just don't let Otto try out any of his experimental flavors on you.
That sounds a little ominous, but hey.
This is Morris Martinez, and you're listening to KLOB.
Our guard is gone.
Okay, I have a message here from a listener who says that they have seen...
Morris Martinez is still up to his shenanigans. But really, this is where we want to go. Hey Otto, I'm back. And the sandwich is gone. I could have sworn there was a crab sandwich somewhere around here.
Hello, Agent Mentalis.
Well, if it isn't my favorite customer.
Make any new gadgets lately?
Actually, I'm thinking of a whole new line of gadgets. Gadgets that open up the mind for exploration, like in the old days.
Wasn't that dangerous the way you early Psychonauts used to explore the mind?
Seeing that old astrolabe really inspired me. I'm going to make tiny, personal-sized astrolabes to help people make small cosmetic changes to their personalities. Like how an injectable neurotoxin removes wrinkles, but for the mind.
I don't think it's a good idea to remove your mind's wrinkles.
That's because you're a kid. Trust me, By the time you're my age, there will be plenty of wrinkles in that mind of yours you'll be happy to get rid of.
Good luck with that. I'm sure there's an entire market for you there, buddy.
Happy that Ford's back?
You know, I missed that old abusive so-and-so. You need a guy around like that to keep you humble.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's just something Ford keeps telling me.
Was it weird seeing your old friend Lucy again?
You know, I was the one who brought Lucy here the first time, so I feel a little responsible.
Really?
No, not much. It was all Ford's fault.
Ouch. Harsh. But arguably a little true. Maybe? No, Otto. You might want to scale back the Astrolabe project even further.
What's gonna happen now with Ford back?
Knowing Ford, things will get chaotic and we'll lose all our funding. But that's okay. I have a backup plan. To tell you the truth, I've been fighting off the venture capitalists for years.
Maybe you should get out of this lonely lab.
I'm fine. I have my gadgets. And a pretty friendly crab sandwich scuttled by a while back.
Bye, Otto.
See you next time, kid.
Right.
Ho!
I think we're done with Otto. He's just a little bit dangerous. But you know what we're not done with?
Some brand new items here.
The Otto-Spot.
Just what I was going to recommend. Whenever you need more gear, the Automatic will be here.
Let's discuss the Otto-Spot right after that. That thing I've been teasing every time we come into the lab.
Well, hello.
Discharging the psychoseismometers and completing Gisu's quest unlocks this extra psychoseismometer, also added in the November 2021 update. This is a repeatable match. Why would you want this? Well, you might want to fight against the enemies if, for some reason, you failed to do any of the enemy-related achievements during the main storyline. Because some fights are gone for good. Good luck fighting bad moods much, good luck fighting panic attacks much. I mean, you might find some sensors and doubts here and there, but if you really want to go up against all enemies, try out your upgrades. Well, this is it. This right here. There's not too much point in coming here before the end of the game, to be honest, even though theoretically, like I said, you can come here whenever you finish Gisu's quest. But hey, it'll be a good way to show off our powers when we get them to the max. Now then, the Otto-Spot. Let's take a look. The Otto-Spot is the camera filter. Go into camera mode. Use the Otto-Spot and you'll notice everything goes black and white. The cool thing about this mode is that when you've got some collectibles, they will appear in rainbow, and they will appear whether or not they're hidden by any other walls or objects. You don't need to worry about focusing in this mode. What you do have to worry about is, well, one, whether the object has actually popped into existence. There is an object draw distance in this game. And number two, whether your screen is high enough resolution. If you're far away from the object and you've got a small screen and you don't have a huge resolution to play the game in, it's going to be hard to spot. See, right now I'm hunting for a single lone card. I left it uncollected, and it was hard for me to find. So let's go around the different areas and see if we can, in fact, find them. We are here at the Psycho-Isolation Chamber. Continuing search. Nothing at the dam. Nope. Nothing down here. Nothing over there. Nothing around the mother lobe either. Where could it be? Oh. Oh, what's this? This is a hidden collectible. Right down there. Oh, will you look at that? And there we go. So the Otto-Spot does two things. The first is that the actual collectible itself will glow a green, blue kind of rainbowish color and will also be surrounded by this little circular pattern, which will let you know where it is even behind walls. I think I need to go pick it up. All I need to do is find a dock. Here are some better examples of the Otto-Spot in action. When I was collecting figments in Bob's bottles, I mentioned how much some of the colors and shapes could blend in the environment. The Otto-Spot will not only highlight the figments very clearly, but in this area also show them through walls, or, well, not necessarily through walls, more through the sea. Big, giant, like, world sphere. As long as the game has loaded them, you may not see some things that are in bottle. The docks in Cassie's collection showed just how vivid the Otto-Spot can be if you haven't collected much. And it's also a good way to show off that using the Otto-Spot for the figments will clue you in that there is a side area, a little floating platform accessible through a portal, which you may have missed, as I originally did. Being able to pick out the figments is a really, really good clue. So yeah, it's not perfect, but it is a welcome addition, especially for those really out of the way, hard to find collectibles that, well, like this one, you might just not have thought of. Might be obvious for some people, but easy to skip over for some other people. And really, that's it for the Quarry. With all the collectibles collected and all the NPCs talked to, there's not much of a need to go around here unless you want to collect a little bit of that titanium there, but we have better ways to do it now. This might just be an area you come through as you go to other areas in your victory lap at the end of the game. Or try to get to the Auto Lab, but really, you have the Autobahn for that. Welcome back to the questionable area. The next place we're going to take a look at. Dion has gone from the Aquatodome. I don't feel like going to look for Dion. I mean, he did come through in the final fight, I guess. But he's still our older brother. He's still a pain. I'm just going to ignore him for now and go pay a visit to Sam, who somehow is still slaving away. Like, why are you still making pancakes, Sam? Are you not done with your intern assignment?
Did Coach ask for more pancakes?
No, this time I'm my own boss. I'm gonna open this place back up again.
Why?
To be close to the animals. They need someone to help them.
Oh, are they?
Help them organize. Together, we can run this place.
Whoa, look out, Psychonauts. Sam Boole is on the job. Actually, maybe she could turn a profit here. Lord knows, whoever ran this place before, Bobby Fieri was it? Couldn't do it.
Can I get some pancakes?
Sorry, out of dirt.
We're surrounded by dirt.
Not the good dirt.
Or maybe she still has a little bit to go. We, however, really want to get this. Let's see. Oh. Side note, the projection ability does not like to have your projection summoned in an object.
Ah! Let me out! Look, over there! Limbo! Limbo!
We came here for this, the scavenger hunt item that's been taunting us ever since we could visit the questionable area.
Big Leg sits alone. Huh.
A novelty item. How cute. Bye, you. Now then, moving on to the questionable area entrance. Oh my god, what is Dion doing talking to Gisu? What could they possibly have to talk about?
Wait. What could you two have to talk about?
Not you, if that's what you're worried about.
Your brother has some ideas about psychics.
Did you know that psychic powers don't come from drinking human blood?
Yes?
Oh dear lord, where did you get those weird ideas from?
What else did you learn, Dion?
Did you know fortune tellers didn't actually invent bedbugs?
What?
Give you one more.
Crystal balls aren't actually fortune teller eggs.
Actually, I still half believe that one.
Dion, where did you get all these weird ideas about psychics? Dad?
Queepy told me most of them.
Oh, I get it now.
Dion, Queepy dances to the radio and tries to abscond from home like every other day. Our big brother, everybody. Speaking of big brother, I think we should go to the camp. Say hi to the rest of the family, see how they're doing. Hey, girls.
Okay, one more time from the top. Yes, the Aquatos have had a long-time feud with the Galocios.
They were fortune tellers, and Papa said that's bad.
He only said that because he thought the Galocios had cursed all Aquatos to die in water.
But it's not true, and we're actually Galocios?
We have two Galocio grandmas. Kind of. A real grandma, Morona.
Who I never met.
None of us did. And her sister, Lucretia, our Nona, who is also someone named Maligula.
The big water funnel we beat up with Pooter.
Yes.
And our real grandpa is Gelson Mux.
No, Gelson Mux is Nona's first husband.
Nona, you and your secrets.
But the poor guy died in the Grulovian Wars before she came here.
And started dating the old bacon guy. Is he our grandpa?
No. Anyway, she went back to Grulovia to help in the war, and that's when she became Maligula and accidentally killed our real grandma, Morona.
That's so sad.
It is. Everybody's sad about it, but it's better to be sad than to do what the Bacon Man did next.
He tricked Papa and told him that Nona was his mama.
He used a machine to trick Papa's mind from the inside.
But Nona is our grandma. I mean, Nona.
Not really, but if we want, kinda?
If she wasn't our Nona, we couldn't call her Nona.
Tella, that's not how this works.
None of this makes sense. I don't get it.
Nice chart.
Raz, Frazee says Nona's not our Nona.
Well, it's a long story.
You want to tell it?
Oh, I would, but I gotta go do some spy stuff. Bye.
Cheese.
Well, the Aquato family tree, everybody. Starting with Zalto Galocchio and Mithra Galocchio, leading to Morona Galocchio and Lazarus Aquato, with Augustus Aquato being their kid, and on the other side, Lucretia Galocchio and Gelson Mux. Sorry, Frazee, you've got your work cut out for you. Bye, Fleazy.
Okay, one more time from the top.
Nope. I think it's time to say hi to Mom. Because she really did pull through.
Hi, Mom.
Pooty, my middle baby. So glad you are here. Much work to do.
What work?
Now that you have lifted the evil curse on our family.
I just pointed out that it
was all in our minds. Yes, yes. You believe what you must believe. Either way, it opens up so many possibilities. This is going to be a new golden age of the Aquato family circus.
Water axe?
We will finally earn our name.
Think Dad will be okay?
Eventually. You know, I think there was a part of him that always knew. This may finally bring him peace. Why don't you go talk to him? He's probably up high somewhere, staring off into space. Handsomely.
Did you know the truth about Nona?
Well, she did always seem a little off to me. But I thought that was just a mother-in-law thing.
I mean, you might be right. You never know. Might just be her personality.
We be lost again?
You've taught me that sometimes you must let your children roam free.
Because that's how we learn.
Because they have psychic powers they can use to crush all who oppose them,
Right. But importantly, we have some ideas for water acts, everybody. What possible acts could the Aquato family circus do next?
I have some ideas for water acts.
I'm listening.
Trapeze over Shark Tank.
How do we transport sharks, Rasputin? Next idea.
Underwater tightrope.
Not dangerous enough. Try again.
Wet blanket fighting.
Terrible. Next.
Dog washing.
Ugh, what else? On second thought, never mind. You've convinced me to avoid collaboration for the time being.
I'm gonna get back to my important spy stuff.
Don't forget to check on your father, Mr. Big Man of the World.
Aw, she's her mom and she loves us. And boy, does she have to work hard to keep this circus afloat. And speaking of Dad in high places, where is he? I don't see him anywhere here. And the only high place would be... up there. Well, I suppose we could take the funicular up. Or, why not go up in style? We have a log here, ready and willing to take us up. Slowly, mind you. Hey, did you see that, Dad? I had a little psychic flourish to the log. Yeah, I think our dad's in a little bit of a mood right now.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, son.
How do you feel about Nona now?
How can I answer that? She's at the center of so many painful events. But in the end, she might be the one who suffered the most.
How you doing?
I'm not quite sure. So many things to think about.
Are your memories changing?
I don't even know which memories are mine. I have memories of my mother from before she died, and I miss her. But I also have a lifetime of memories with Nona. It's giving me a bit of an identity crisis.
Tell me about your identity crisis.
Well, memories are stories we tell ourselves about where we come from. It's how we figure out who we are. And the story I've been telling myself all my life is a lie.
Are you mad at Ford?
I feel tricked and confused. But that man, he's put himself through enough.
What are you gonna do now?
I think I'm going to let this whole mess simmer for a bit in the back of my mind while I focus on making some new stories for the family.
So, is Nona still in the family?
Well, she's still our blood, Rasputin. And she always will be. As far as where she'll live now, that's up to her. She's with Ford right now in the Green Needle Gulch, trying to answer that very question.
What about the circus?
Oh, son, that's going to be something now. The Aquatos have some great water tricks we haven't used in a generation. It's time for the Aquatos family circus to rise again.
I think he'll be alright.
You feel like you're free of the water curse?
Oh, yes, I feel great about it now. Later today, I'm thinking we should all go for a swim. That little army fellow offered to give us all swimming lessons.
Okay. I'll leave you alone.
I never mind talking to you, son. We psychics understand each other, right?
He'll definitely be alright. But what was that about the water curse? That's right. I wanted to move on to Green Needle Gulch, but what happened to our water curse? Because it's lifted. Well, there's a little mechanical conceit here, because Psychonauts 2 has no swimming mechanics. You can't just go in. It was not designed for that. However, the water is now our friend. You still have the jump warning to get to the shore, with water now propping you up nicely. No worry about kind of flailing about, and at the very end, a nice little circus psychic flourish to get yourself to shore. And no health lost. You never have to worry about that again. Now then, I was planning on going through the Forgetful Forest, because Ford showed us the way to the Green Needle Gulch over there. But I do have a collectible I'm missing. I missed a card. Thank you, Otto-Spot. See, not around here to... Oh, well, how about that? That's right. Right next to the Forgetful Forest entrance, there's a breakable wall, and behind it lies the very last card.
Psycard!
I think we're good to go to the Forgetful Forest. Sorry. I think we're now good to go to Green Needle Gulch. You could get there with the Autobahn. We do have the fast travel point. But if you want, you can also go this way. Raz's memory is good enough that he remembers what Ford Cruller told him. Green Needle Gulch is the place that has, well, seen the biggest change as we're now in daytime. That's right, the long night is over. Help you see better. Beautiful colors abound. And off in the distance, we now have a much, much better shot of the mother lobe above the dam. Which, well, hold on a sec. That's the mother lobe. The entrance to the questionable areas somewhere over here-ish. And we came in through here. Yeah, best not to think about it. Something is seriously wrong in these woods. We collected everything here. So for what we've got to do, a lot of talking. First off, Ford Cruller and Nona are right here.
Hi there.
Rasputin, I have much on my mind, but I want you to know that in my heart, you are my grandson. My second favorite grandson.
Well, that certainly sounds like something my Nona would say. What are you two gonna do now?
We're gonna recuperate here for a bit. Make sure Lucy's okay.
Oh, I'm fine! Thanks to little Queepy here.
I don't know if she's joking or not at this point. Who can tell?
Think you'll come back to work at the Mother Lobe, Agent Cruller?
Well, I need to spend at least a little time there, or else those bowling alley shoes are gonna sprout legs and walk away. But I'd also love to take Lucy to Whispering Rock.
He thinks if he gets me on the canoe at sunset that I won't be able to resist his advances.
Okay, that's enough.
He's right.
Okay. What's next for the Psychonauts, Agent Crawler?
Well, I'm not sure, but if I have any influence, we'll get back to basics. Exploring the human mind. There's still so much mystery to explore there, Rasputin.
If you're going to give your final frontier speech, I'm going to close my eyes and sleep for a bit. You keep talking.
Well, I thought it was interesting. Have you talked to my dad yet?
Not yet. Do you think he'd talk to me?
I think my dad will need a little time. But you know what they say about acrobats? They're very
Always
flexible.
bounce back.
Huh. Well, I hope both are true.
I'll leave you two alone.
Stay away from the water! Oh, sorry. Old habit.
I think Nona's a little bit more aware than she lets on. Did they clean up here, or was it always like this? I think it was always like this. Despite having been one of our major hub areas, there's not too much left to do in Green Needle Gulch if you collected everything. You could come bounce on the cushions. You could check out the old astrolades here.
I hope Ford dismantles this thing. Or Bob turns it into a planter.
You could come over here and check Cassie's area. I cleaned out that outhouse.
Yep.
Figuratively. Looks like Helmet and Bob aren't here anymore. You could go up to see Cassie, but Cassie is no longer in the beehive. That area is pretty much done with. Here in Compton's Menagerie, after all the explosive plants that are still here, seriously, Bob did a number on these vines. But Cassie and Compton are right here.
Looks like you got those bees back under control.
Some of them. Still some ongoing negotiations with the Queen.
We'd be more firm with them, but frankly, we need the honey.
I'm getting strong unionist vibes in this game.
Have fun beekeeping.
Come back later for dinner.
We're making goat stew.
I would say I'm more creeped out by this, but you know what? After seeing all the goats around here, I think I approve of his cooking choice. Finally, for this area, let's head up to the top of the greenhouse vine, however you want to call it. You've got a pretty view of, well, a lot of pine trees, slightly sparse grass. What did you want? It's kind of rocky around here. And the greenhouse.
All locked up. The note says, gone to Grilovia.
They're gone. The greenhouse is locked for good. Not that you really want to go in anyway. That should take care of the outdoor areas. Let's double check quick. Green Needle Gulch, questionable area, and Quarry, all completed. Next on my list, the Mother Lobe.